Artificial intelligence is no longer just a simple chatbot. In 2026, Claude has evolved into a complete work system, a model that can write code, perform analysis, manage projects, and even work like an entire team. But the real question is, has Claude truly surpassed ChatGPT? Hey everyone, welcome back. If you've ever wondered what Claude actually is, how it compares to ChatGPT and Gemini, and whether it's worth your time in 2026, this video is for you. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to walk you through everything: the models, the tools, the pricing, and what makes Claude genuinely different. Let's get into it. And at the end of the video, we have provided a quick and comprehensive comparison table specially designed for senior managers. Stay with us and support us by liking and subscribing. Thank you. Claude. In 2026, it's no longer just a chatbot, it's a full AI work infrastructure. And today we're going to break down exactly what that means. Whether you're a manager, a developer, or a content creator, by the end of this video, you'll know how to use it and whether it's right for you. Let's start with the company behind Claude, Anthropic. Founded in 2021 by Dario Amodei and his sister Daniela Amodei, both former senior executives at OpenAI. They left because they believed AI was moving too fast without enough focus on safety. That concern became the entire foundation of Anthropic. The numbers speak for themselves. By 2026, Anthropic is valued at around $380 billion, with annual revenues of roughly $30 billion. That's not a startup anymore. That's a major AI infrastructure company. Two things set Anthropic apart. First, their constitutional AI approach. Models are trained on a 30,000-word ethical rulebook, not just human preferences. And second, the name Claude itself, named after Claude Shannon, the father of information theory, a deliberate choice that signals where Anthropic's scientific roots really are. The model family now, let's talk about the actual models. In April 2026, Claude is in its 4.6 generation. 3 models, each built for a different job. Opus 4.6, launched February 5, 2026, the most powerful model, supports a 1 million token context window, handles complex reasoning, deep analysis, heavy coding, and introduces agent teams, multiple AI agents working in parallel on a single project. Sonnet 4.6, launched February 17, 2026. Your everyday model, best balance of speed, intelligence, and cost. It's the default across Claude's tools, and 70% of developers prefer it over the previous generation's flagship. Also, 1 million token context. Haiku 4.5, fastest and most affordable. Launched October 2025, 200,000 context. Perfect for classification, data extraction, or anything you're running at scale. Quick tip, for 90% of daily tasks, Sonnet 4.6 is your answer. Save Opus for the heavy lifting. It'll save you both time and money. How to access Claude. Claude isn't just a website. It's available across 6 different platforms, each built for a different use case. Claude AI is the main browser interface. Full features, projects, memory, deep research, and connectors. The desktop app for Mac and Windows includes Cowork and Claude Code. Claude's automation tools. Mobile on iOS and Android supports voice mode, camera, and health data integration in the US. Claude Code is a command line tool for developers. Integrates directly with VS Code and JetBrains. Claude in Chrome is a browser extension that lets Claude read web pages, fill forms, and extract data from any site. And finally, Office add-ins for Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Claude right inside your documents. Subscription plans. Free, Sonnet 4.6 with a daily limit. Good for getting started. Pro at $20 per month. Unlocks all models including Opus 4.6, Cowork, Claude Code, unlimited projects, deep research, and dispatch. $17 if you go annual. Max at $100 to $200 per month. 5 to 20 times the usage limits, plus early access to new features. Built for power users running Claude all day. Team at $30 per user. Adds role-based access control, group cost limits, usage analytics. Built for organizations. Enterprise. Custom pricing. HIPAA compliance. SSO. Since March 2026, it's self-serve. No more waiting for a sales call. One API insight worth knowing. Combining prompt caching and batch processing can cut API costs by up to 95%. Claude versus the competition. How does Claude actually stack up? Let's be direct. On context window, Opus 4.6 and Sonnet 4.6 both support 1 million tokens at no extra charge. GPT-5 typically operates in the 200 to 500,000 range. On coding, both Claude and GPT-5 are elite. On SWE, bench verified, Opus 4.6 scores 80.8%. Very competitive. But here's where the real gap appears. Long document reasoning. On the MRCRV, 2 benchmark at 1 million tokens, Opus 4.6 scores 78.3%. GPT 5.4, 36.6%. That's a completely different league when working with large contracts, reports, or code bases. On desktop automation, Claude's Cowork scores 72.5% on OS World. Gemini has Project Mariner, ChatGPT has Copilot, but Cowork is the most mature solution right now. On safety, constitutional AI gives Claude a measurable edge in medical, legal, and financial applications where balanced, cautious responses matter. Bottom line, Claude dominates in long document reasoning, desktop automation, and safety-critical use cases. What can Claude do? 6 capabilities that make Claude a complete AI infrastructure. Not just a chatbot. Claude Code, a CLI agent that writes, tests, and refactors code. With agent teams, multiple Claude instances coordinate on a single project simultaneously. Cowork, desktop automation. Read and write local files, control apps on your computer, a full category of its own. Extended thinking. Opus 4.6 reasons step by step before answering. It shows its work, matches expert-level analysis on complex problems. 6,000 plus MCP connectors, Slack, GitHub, Google Drive, Notion, and custom enterprise tools. Claude plugs directly into your existing workflow. Agent teams, new in 2026. Multiple AI agents working in parallel, coordinated by Opus 4.6. Genuinely new territory for AI productivity. And constitutional AI, that 30,000-word ethical framework that makes Claude the safest choice for high-stakes applications. Who should use Claude? Different roles get the most out of Claude in different ways. Managers and entrepreneurs focus on the strategic side. Co-work, agents, and business automation. 3 to 4 hours to get up to speed. The ROI case is clear. Developers start with prompt engineering, move to Claude Code and agentic workflows, then explore MCP connectors. 5 to 6 hours, all implementation. Architects and designers, prompting techniques, co-work for local file automation, and Claude's visual workflow capabilities. 4 to 5 hours. Marketers and content creators, prompting, office add-ins, and Claude's personalization and content automation features. 4 hours to meaningful productivity gains. The good news, you don't need to learn everything at once. Each area of Claude works independently. Start with what's most relevant to your work right now. In the world of AI, the people who understand their tools best win. Claude in 2026 is not a chatbot. It's a complete work infrastructure. And now you have the map. If this was useful, hit subscribe. There's a lot more on AI tools and workflows coming. See you in the next one.